Good morning, friends. It is a beautiful fall day here in Michigan, and we have a new submission for Ask the Barn Geek. So here we go. We'll get right into the question. It came in by email, and here it is. This is based on your 20 by 30 Gambrel barn plans. I'm ready to start installing my roof sheathing, but I'm not sure what the best installation procedure would be. I got 1x8 pine boards from a local sawmill and had them milled with tongue and groove. Should I cut them at an angle to overlap the top board over the steeper bottom Gambrel board, or should I cut them with the same angles as my trusses and butt them? Should I leave an overhang? I plan to go over this with metal, but that might have to wait until spring. Should I use nails or screws to fasten through the tongue or face? And what's the spacing? Should I glue the tongue and groove? Can you spell this out for me? I'd really appreciate it. So here we go. I'm going to try to break this down question by question here. And the 20 by 30 Gambrel plan, if you're not aware of it, is in the library. So a Gambrel, basically, for those of you guys that don't know, it has an angle, has two angles on the roof. It's the traditional barn that you would see, and it's got a roof angle like this, and like something like this. I don't know if you've seen that before on a barn. You know, it's what a lot of people think about when they think about an old barn. It's got a Gambrel roof. It's got an angle that comes down here. It's more of a flat angle, and then a steeper angle on the bottom. Should I cut them at an angle to overlap the top board over the steeper bottom Gambrel board? I mean, if you want to, you can. I don't think it's necessary. To make a long story short, a 90-degree angle would be just fine. But really, any of these options would work. If there's an angle that you want to cut it at to make it look, you know, really neat as you're installing it, go for it. Knock yourself out. I mean, it doesn't take much time to set that up on your miter saw if you have a chop saw, and just cut everything at that angle. No more time than it does to set up a 90-degree, you know, angle anyway. So, you know, you might as well. Should I leave an overhang? Yeah, maybe. It might help the water drip off the edge here, you know, but I wouldn't go too far, because that's going to, you're going to have to cut that off when you go to put your roofing on. But I don't think that's going to make a huge impact on the water penetration in the time frame. You're going to have water coming through these boards, you know, whether they're tongue and groove or not. They will stop a lot of water, but you're still going to have some leakage. So I would get it roofed as soon as possible. Says, I plan to go over this with metal, but that might have to wait until spring. Yeah, I would. I don't know where you're located, but snow and ice is going to get on there. Honestly, you might, if you're not going to put the roofing on until spring, you might wait until spring to put your sheathing on. If you had it tongue and grooved, I assume you had it kiln dried as well, or at least air dried. I assume the wood is dry to a certain point. So with snow sitting on the roof, you're going to have a problem you might have a problem with warpage, because that wood is going to get wet and it might cup. So honestly, I would find a place to store that lumber until you're ready to do the roofing. Nails or screws, it's really up to you. I mean, a nail gun is really fast, so if you want to save some time, but screws work just as well. They're more expensive, but they hold better. So, you know, it just takes longer than with a nail gun. Oh, you can even use a hammer. I mean, go traditional. I'm not sure what you mean by spacing. Spacing of the nails. What we usually do when we install tongue and groove is we nail at an angle right through here. We nail at an angle right through here. The nail goes this way, like this. The next board will go like that, and then nail that one the same way. Should I glue the tongue and groove? No, I wouldn't. I mean, nails are good. You can if you want to. I wouldn't bother. It's just going to be more of a hassle than it's worth. Again, I would, if this is going to be a finished look, or you're going to look up and see it, I would definitely hold off on putting the sheathing on until you're ready to do the roofing itself, because it's probably going to discolor over time. It's going to, the water's going to get through there, and it could possibly warp and twist your board. So I would, especially if it's kiln dried or even air dried, I would definitely hold off. Find a place to store that lumber. If that video helped you at all, go ahead and click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps get this message out to more people, and so that more people can take advantage of these barn designs and build the barns that they've been wanting to build. So I appreciate your help in spreading the word, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.